Buddy, just want to make a quick little video here about 6-star officer skills in the War Officers Division. Now, when you get to 5 stars on your War Officers, then you have a decision to make whether you want to go to your 6 stars or if you want to start upgrading these breakthroughs. So I'm going to show you real quick on Aeon right here. The best thing for her is to get her breakthrough going after you get to 5 stars. Same thing with Zeus. You're going to want to work that breakthrough. And Tifa. You're going to want to work that breakthrough first. Get them started. Get them up to level 10 to 14. And then you can go ahead and start adding your 6 stars to those 3. The next 3, Stormbow. His breakthrough is okay. But it's common practice to just do the 6 stars first on Stormbow. And then catch up on his breakthrough if you want. Same thing with Panda. Go ahead and do the 6 stars first on Panda. Breakthrough is decent, but there again, you're only going to use it, a couple times a month. And Alexandria, if you push really hard in KE, you're spending a lot on heals and stuff, then her breakthrough is going to be valuable for you. But if you're not spending a ton of money on fighting and healing, then go 6 stars on her and then catch up on her breakthrough. Kingsley, get him to 5.1. If you're in my alliance, then don't worry about his breakthrough. There's lots of us that have level 18. It's maxed out. There's always someone available to use that. So get him to 5.1 and do not sell his frags anymore in the exchange store. If anything, start buying them. You're going to want to save his frags up to use him for remodeling. I don't want to use that orange officer fragment, but I am going to show just one quick remodel. Now I have 66 over here on this thing here. You need to save that up a lot. Each officer has, once you get the 6 stars filled in, you can start using what's called a pick one. Okay, you need to save up 100 of those frags to use a pick one on one of these skills. Let's look at Tifa because she has a blue one. Okay, so if I had 100 of those frags right now, I could go in and I could pick one of these single S's with 100 frags. Now, if you can save 300, you can get a double S, 1,000 for a triple S. But each officer has 5 skills, and there's 6 officers, so 30 of them. So you can save 3,000 frags and put a nice gold S skill to start on each officer, and then work on, getting them better. But what I like to recommend is getting them to 5.1, even 5.2, and doing some remodeling. Get a good skill to start. If you look at Alexandria here, I ended up getting the top of the line right there. Triple S, attack of long range, and cross nation. And I didn't use a pick one for that. The game gave it to me on a remodel. So, some people don't like to go that route. They like to get all 5 of those and then they'll remodel and try to get 1 or 2 decent skills, lock them in, and then start saving or using the pick ones. For me, I always did a little bit of remodeling at 5.1, 5.2, got 2 decent skills put on them, and then I would quit. And it just seemed to work out for me. I do have a couple of skills here and there that need to be replaced. Zeus, I just actually unlocked the bottom 3 on him. So the middle and the two in the middle that have double S, I do need to replace those. I need to replace the purple one. And then I can worry about getting them upgraded, like double S to triple S. Tifa has the blue one, and the rest look pretty good. Stormbow has a double S defensive zombies in Cross Nation. I do need to replace that one. Other than that, pretty much copy and paste. That's the skills you want. So there's just a little advice on 6-star officers. That's just their 6-star skills. Obviously, if you're long range, you want to be running melee hit point, long range attack, and long range expert. Swap those for mid-range if you're a mid-ranger. Officer equipment. Long-range resistance is very important. Long-range killer is very important. And right now, the most important stat in the game is melee killer or damage to melee troops. So you can find it throughout the game in your warplane and in your Titans, I think. But we have it on three different officers now. So get your melee killer, get that leveled up. That's a very good one. Let's see. Mid-range killer. Again, long-range resistance. That's a decent skill to be working on. And I try to do everything evenly. You'll see my levels are all pretty close. 54, 55, 53, 53, 53, 55. So I'm finishing Aeon up this week, get her to 55, and then I'll be moving to Tifa. I'm going to complete my war officers, and then I'll get back into my machinists and my drills. So that's the gist of it, what you kind of want to be doing with your 6-star stuff and your breakthroughs on your war officers. I'll see you on the next one. Sir SMW out.